Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, and I'm here with Keith, co-star of my upcoming film, If, only in theaters May 17th. Do you want to tell people the big news? All right, I'll do it. Sign up now and you'll get unlimited for $15 a month and 6 months of Paramount Plus Essential Plan on us. MintMobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 equivalent to $15 per month. Unlimited over 40 gigabytes per month. Face lower speeds. Videos at 480p. Active Mint customers by 531.24 get 6 months of Paramount Plus Essential Plan. Auto renews after 6 months. Offer ends May 31st, 2024. Separate Paramount Plus registration required. Terms and conditions apply if rated PG.
Your brain needs support, and new Ollie Brainy Chews are a delightful way to take care of your cognitive health. Made with scientifically backed ingredients like Thai ginger, L-theanine, and caffeine, Brainy Chews support healthy brain function and help you find your focus, stay chill, or get energized. Be kind to your mind and get these nootropic chews at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is Optimal Work Daily, episode 1331, An Intentional System for Working with Goals, by Babauta of zenhabits.net. And I'm Dan, I'm your host, and we're going to get right to it on this Thursday as we optimize your life. An Intentional System for Working with Goals, by Babauta of zenhabits.net. Goals, like any tool, can be used to bludgeon ourselves over the head with shame and guilt, or can be used with intention as a way to consciously deepen our practice in life. I've been known to rail against having goals from time to time, to espouse goal-less living, but the truth is, goals can be used to guide us if they're used intentionally. Goals are not the answer to everything, but neither are they evil. They're simply tools. Imagine that you wanted to sail to a certain port, your career goal. There are two ways that could go, depending on how you work with that goal. The usual way of working with goals. The first way to work with sailing to a certain port is the traditional goal-setting way. You fix your sights on that port, the goal, and map a route to get there. But things don't go as planned. Maybe you didn't work hard enough, got distracted, or other things came up, and now you feel discouraged. You can either give it up entirely because the goal is making you feel pretty bad about yourself, or you can hold firm to the goal and resolve to do better. A storm hits you. Then your boat starts falling apart and you get sick during the journey. You start using your lack of progress towards your goal to beat yourself up more, feel shame, think of yourself as a failure, and get frustrated with the world. Maybe you give up, or maybe you firmly stick with the destination and get some new resolve. But maybe you learn more about this destination as you travel toward it and learn that it's not really what you want. Maybe you find other ports that would actually be better to sail toward that you didn't know about before. Nope. You have to stick to the port you originally chose. No flexibility. The goal is the most important thing. Maybe, if you're tenacious and also lucky, you get to your port. You feel a momentary happiness at your accomplishment, but this destination isn't what you envisioned it to be. It's not the solution to all your problems, not the joy you hoped it would be, and you feel let down. You immediately start thinking about your next destination and barely notice the one you made it to. As you can see, there are a lot of elements here that aren't helpful. 1, using the goal to beat yourself up and create shame, guilt, disappointment. 2, sticking firmly to the goal even when you learn about better opportunities along the way with no flexibility. 3, thinking that there's something magical about reaching the goal that will change your life in some way. Rarely true. And 4, the forward-looking mindset, instead of looking at the present, will not end when you reach the goal, but will cause you to look toward the next goal immediately, maybe even while you're heading toward the first goal. So what's a more helpful way? An intentional, conscious way of working with goals. An intentional way of working with goals. Imagine instead that you aimed for sailing for that port, but worked with that aim in a more intentional, conscious way. 1. You think of this goal as an intention that you're setting as you start out, a way to guide your direction in the current moment, not a fixed path. 2. You don't think of the port, or the goal, as a fixed outcome that you need to hold on to tightly, but rather just a way to guide yourself right now. 3. When you do notice yourself attached to the fantasy of your goal, you practice loosening your grip on it and focus instead on the present moment. What action can you take right now that's aligned with your intention? 4. Regularly check in with yourself. What's the most loving act I can take right now? What action right now would be aligned with my intention? What can I appreciate about this moment? 5. Allow yourself to be flexible. If you're not tightly attached to the goal, you can shift as you learn more, as you sail on your journey and understand the journey more, as you find new opportunities that might be more aligned with your deeper purpose. And 6. If and when you do arrive at your destination, stop and be present with it, appreciating your journey, appreciating where you are without immediately turning to the next thing. This is a more flexible way of working with goals and a more present-focused way of working, more intentional. This goal doesn't become the most important thing, though it is helpful. The present moment and your actions and appreciation in the moment become the most important things. I encourage you to try this flexible, intentional method out as you think about what your goals might be for the next month, for next year, for your career, and future. How do you translate that intention into right now? You just listened to the post titled An Intentional System for Working with Goals by Leo Babauta of ZenHabits.net. When it comes to hiring, don't go searching for the one. Just meet your match with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging. 93% of employers agree. Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites. And one of the things I really love about Indeed is that it filters out those incompatible applicants. So when you're hiring, the process is much faster and you only have to consider applicants that are already likely to be a great fit. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/startup. So just go to Indeed.com/startup right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/startup. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by La Quinta by Wyndham. Your work can take you all over the place, like Texas. You've never been, but it's going to be great because you're staying at La Quinta by Wyndham. Their free Bright Side breakfast will give you energy for the day ahead. And after, you can unwind using their free high-speed Wi-Fi. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine. Book your stay today at LQ.com.
And thank you to Leo for sharing his work regularly, both here and across our network of podcasts. Zen Habits is all about finding simplicity and mindfulness in the daily chaos of our lives. It's about clearing away the clutter so we can focus on what's important, create something amazing, and find happiness. It has over 1 million readers and was named one of the top 25 blogs by Time Magazine. And if you enjoy Leo's work, you can come check out our other shows where, as I mentioned, we do narrate much more of his content since he writes on so many different subjects. And you can find all of our shows by searching for Optimal Living Daily wherever you get your audio, and then make sure to hit that subscribe or follow button in your podcast app so you get those new episodes each and every day. Or you can come by oldpodcast.com, that's oldpodcast.com, to see all the shows we have, plus more content. But that is going to do it for today. Hope you enjoyed the post from Leo and that you'll join me again tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.